Hello, people of the internet. Raw Umber. So I've been spending the day not painting and reading about Instagram, and I'm grumpy because it's stupid. But here I am on Instagram to tell you about raw umber. It's like probably the most useful pigment. If you put me on a desert island with a lifetime supply of paint, I would put raw umber in my lifetime supply list. Definitely. I use it a lot of times to tone canvas and do wipeouts. I draw with it. The umbers in general dry really fast. They're not terribly toxic. They're basically just rust. They're iron oxide. I use Old Holland's raw umber because it's not synthetic iron oxide. It's natural iron oxide. I don't know why it makes a difference. I just do the natural thing. It's like buying non-GMO soy. You're like, sure, that's a thing. But it is helpful to have, so this is ridiculous, for all the people who are out there buying paint. I'm looking at you, dude, who just spent $100 on paint. I'm so proud of you. It's sometimes helpful to have a couple different raw umbers in your paint box. So I use raw umber as a pigment that I paint with when I'm just naturally making piles of paint to like paint my skulls here and stuff. But I also have the Gamblin raw umber, which is just a kind of random raw umber. It's not terribly yellow. It's got some manganese in it. I don't know. In my experience, it does funny things to my piles, so I don't use it for mixing colors, but occasionally I do use it to tone, because it's pretty warm. I also don't have it up here, but I also use the Williamsburg raw umber all the time. It is super neutral. It's like a pre-tubed neutral. So if you want something that's going to make stuff grayer, the Williamsburg raw umber is your friend. But if you were only going to buy one, get the Old Holland. It's super yellow. It's having a low chroma yellow on your palette is very helpful. I think it's better than having a low chroma orange or a low chroma blue, because for that you have ivory black, and for the orange, I mean, orange is lower in value than yellow, so it's just nice to have what is normally all the way at the top of your palette also all the way on the bottom of your palette in hue. So, raw umber, rumber, you my friend. I don't use burn umber, but we will talk about it, because there's 30 days and I don't paint with 30 paints, so we'll get around to it. But in the meantime, if I play some funny games in your Instagram feed, just know that I am experimenting, and behave accordingly. See you tomorrow.